Listen, monkey, okay? Okay, so I know I just made a video on Mushoku Tensei, but I was gonna try a new thing and I made a community post about it, so I'm sure some people have seen it. I was gonna try a new thing where I make weekly reviews for episodes, and I know I missed 2 episodes of Mushoku, so this video will kind of be an exception, but I wanted to do weekly reviews of these episodes just so I could make the workload a bit less on myself and I could put out more videos at a more consistent pace rather than like spending a week and a half to 2 weeks on like one gigantic video. But if you haven't seen the last 2 episodes of Mushoku, then there will be spoilers. I know in the video I did, I stopped at episode 3 and I never really talked about episode 4. And I could talk about it in this video, but to be honest, I came into this with the intention of doing 5 and 6. I don't want to do 3 episodes because then it would be too much. So I mean, we get into episode 5. So we see Rudeus pull up to the school and his companion, I forgot her name, and his companion Alina, she can't keep her clothing on. And I mean, this is definitely some trials and tribulations type of stuff for Rudeus, because it's like he has to endure not only this ED action that he's got going on, but on a nightly basis, her bringing in a different man each and every day, causing a fucking ruckus. I wouldn't even be able to contain it. I would be like, we're gonna have to make this work one way or another, because I'm gonna need one night to myself. But no, see, he talks with this genius guy, and then he sets up a duel. He's like, I got a test for you, and I'm trying to have you box with one of my other kids who doesn't do incantations just like you, because that's what Rudeus is known around the world for at this fucking point. And I mean, obviously he hasn't seen Sylphie in years, right? So it's like, I wouldn't expect him to know what she looks like, considering she also doesn't have the green hair. But I mean, there are only so many elves we met in this show. And apparently Sylphie's one of the most brilliant students at this facility as well, on a roll and everything. Rudeus had to humble her really quick though. Hey, what's going on? Rudeus Gray Rat, nice to meet you. I'm gonna let you know right now I'm a dog. So I mean, be ready for this. I don't know if it was just because she was caught off guard. Obviously, after seeing Rudeus after so many years, she's probably like, her knees are probably about to give out. So that might be the reason why she lost this duel, because if she's so-called brilliant, I'm sure she would have put up some sort of a fight. That was Disturb magic. You never heard of it? Do they even teach y'all boys anything over here? What's going on? But no, so in his head, you keep hearing him like talking about how she has like soft hands, how like she has the build of a woman, this and that. But after that, we see him get introduced into the school, and his day 1 orientation, I guess the princess that Sylphie's with is somehow now principal of the student council, and whoever was holding that position before, I feel sorry for them. Unless there was just a vacant spot. But I mean, they just impeached them right out of office because she had a higher status than them. So no, I guess Rudeus is like in a grouping with a couple other people who are gifted, one being the horny bodybuilder who's like super strong, who we saw in season 1, who liked his sculpture building. And then there's also this cat girl who is clearly from that tribe whenever they were out in like that treehouse area. And we meet this other girl, she's kind of quiet, whatever. But then there's this kid, and I saw that there was an OVA that I need to watch, but this guy gets straight to fucking business and he does not care. Hey, my name's Rudeus Gray Rat, pleasure to meet you. Name's Cliff. Last name Grimmer, magical genius. Whole school knows about me. You can ask anyone, and their mother's mother knows about me. That's how much of a genius I am. But I heard you're a swordsman and a mage? Yeah, I kind of dibble and dabble in it. I mean, how did you know that though? Because you don't even know if I'm like right or left-handed yet. So how do we get this close already? What's happening? Eris told me. Wait, is Eris here as well? Excuse me? No, nigga. Why would she want to see your dumbass? Damn, that nigga toasted me, didn't he? Fuck. Well, I mean, if that's the case, where'd you meet her? Since you know everything. No answer? All right, see me after class. And they also tease this other girl who's supposed to be strong. She has so much pull in this school, and she's that much of an animal that they don't even make her attend class. So why even pay for her tuition? Why are you paying for her room and board? Rudeus and Sylphie also have another run-in at the library. I don't know why. I'm sure there's something that's like keeping her from revealing her identity to him, but I feel like it wouldn't hurt anyone if she did reveal her identity to him. Throughout episode 5 and 6, she keeps dropping hints. It's just like, it's like the way Rudeus starts taking it, he's like, damn, am I like gay? When he was walking back home, dropping panties out the window that didn't even belong to her, but I guess obviously she was borrowing them, but they didn't even belong to her, and he almost got jumped. But I have not seen one primate in this show. I don't know where the fuck this girl came. I don't know where this girl came from. And she was being difficult. Sylphie was trying to vouch for him. Was like, no, like I accidentally dropped those out the window. Those are Princess Ariel's. I understand. He was just picking them up for me. Just like, no, he broke the rules, so I'm gonna go break his arms. Simple as that. We gotta do an eye for an eye here. Sylphie pulls out the stick. Listen, monkey. Okay? I'm telling you, he did nothing wrong. I don't know where you hail from. The tropics, I don't know. I frankly don't care. I could send you to meet you know who, and I'm not even gonna specify because everyone knows who I'm talking about. Fine, man. It's always people calling me monkey. And we even get to the end of the episode, Sylvie's healing him. They're having a conversation here, and I'm thinking Rudeus is about to go in for the kiss with the way he's talking. And they did this tease twice. At end of episode 5, I'm thinking Sylvie's gonna be like, I'm Sylvie. Doesn't say it. We get to episode 6. This was round 2 with this shit, and if they take, I'm gonna be thoroughly upset. And I saw someone say in the comments, like on the first episode or 2, they were like, yeah, we're not gonna be getting a Sylvie and Rudeus reunion until season 3. And I thought they meant physically. And then she starts talking about her master. So have you been doing this magic shit without like casting since you were a kid, or how does that? You keep asking a lot of fucking questions today. Shut the fuck up, you know, for what? But no, a long time ago, my master, he rescued me, and I asked to start learning, and he just taught me. His green eyes, they just like shimmered in the sunlight. Typically around this time, actually. Sometimes it feels like I'm right next to him. I'd love to meet him. No, I don't think that'll do. Why? Answer. Hello? Say something. Anything. Why is my heart beating faster when he smiles? What am I anymore? Sylvie's pissed me off here because I think she knows what she's doing. This might be, is this like enjoyable for her? Because you have the man questioning everything about himself. He was trying to teach Zenoba like the whole figurine thing, dude's too strong and he's busting the clay in half. So then Sylvie suggests when her and Rudeus are out to go buy a slave. So then they go to buy this slave with Zenoba, and I don't know where the fuck they went. Not even where they went, but where they imported some of these individuals from. This lady specifically, that shit must have been Amazon Lily or something. She must have been like one of Boa's runaway workers, because oh my. That's the definition of a fucking stallion. 6-pack and abs? What is she doing? I'll be taking this one. And I would remove her collar and then put it on my neck. I'm not even gonna say that. You know what? I wouldn't do that. I wouldn't. And then we have Sylvie to the right, admiring man's Willie right next to it. But they go to buy this slave. Rudeus starts spitting scripture to her, talking about how he might as well put her out of her misery. So I'm thinking he's about to karate chop the fuck out of her jugular. Listen, girl, I got 2 options for you right now. Clear and simple for you, okay? I may have a smile on my face, but I'm not fucking playing. I'm a nice guy. I am. And I can help you out immensely, but I'm not gonna force you. So give it to me straight. What do you want to do? And then he picks up the girl, names her Juliet, whatever. And they teach her to do his dirty work for him, which is kind of fucked up if you think about it. Rudeus taught this girl who's 8 years old to make figures for this Zenoba character. I think it would be better to just let him lay off of those and maybe find a real woman rather than taking his pants off and gyrating on a statue. He also, and I didn't even mention it, he also met a relative of his who I don't remember if he was introduced ever, but he's also the second security guard to the princess. And his name is something very bad. And he's like from a different branch of the house or something. Hopefully Sylvie comes clean soon because she's doing Rudeus a little bit dirty right now. Okay, so I'm a fraud. I am, because I know I started this video by saying this would be a 2-episode thing. And keep in mind, me talking right now is separate from the first 75% of this video. As I was working on this video, it was getting closer and closer to that next episode of Mushoku, and I didn't want to release this video a day before episode 7 and then have to release episode 7 individually like the next, you know what I'm saying? So I was like, okay, I'm just gonna wait and I'll insert my opinion about it here. I saw people saying that this was going to be like a very controversial episode. So I figured, I was like, I might as well talk about it here to kind of see what the fuck they were talking about. And the premise of this episode was basically Rudeus learning that his figure broke while it was in the hands of Zenoba, and he flips the script. He basically goes wild because we see Sylvie at the beginning of the episode. She's doing her thing, teaching Ariel and having her internal conflict about her feelings for Rudeus, whatever. They're having a little training session with the slave girl. Rudeus hits him with a, I did make that Roxy figure for you. I've actually kind of been missing that one. Where's that at? And Zenoba brings him the figure in. It's in like Lego pieces. And the thing is, Rudeus could have easily put this shit back together. And he stated that 10 minutes later. I think he was just looking for violence. I think he's been too cooped up in this school thing for too long. And I think he was just itching to do something illegal, because I'm gonna be honest, the way he went about this, I understood his mentality, but I didn't understand the actions. I think like there was a point in time where he could have stopped and been like, you know what? I am on school grounds. First off, where's the principal? Do they not have campus security or nothing? He says, Zenoba, we're gonna go teach these girls a lesson because they fucked up my figure, so I'm gonna fuck up theirs. And he pulls up on them 2v2, arms crossed, one in an altercation. Hey Zenoba, aren't you kind of embarrassed with yourself? If you wanted payback, why don't you leave that scrawny ass first year out of it? Meow. Why I ought. Hey, halt. I got this shit. Zenobia, you don't have anything to be embarrassed about. Keep calm and move on. Because these two right here should be embarrassed for ganging up on people. That's the craziest thing to me, really, because they're cats, and I could have sworn cats are like the king, queen of the jungle, whatever the fuck you want to call it. And I know that they don't move in packs like that. I mean, I guess if you're like a sissy-ass lion or something, but I'm a tiger. You know, I got my stripes and I earned these shits. Frosted Flakes in the morning every fucking day, nigga. These two felines in front of us, they've been at this school for 4+ years and they're still handling business together as a duo. Nigga, I'm solo cute. You know what I'm saying? I'll do that one more time and I'm clawing your eyes out, boy. Go pick a fight with someone else, meow. Meow, meow, meow. I mean, how the fuck do you live amongst humans and can't even speak some proper English around here? Can someone get me a fucking dictionary? Please. Do you need me to buy you some catnip too? And a cat tree? You know what? I'ma strip you down naked, boy, and splash water all upon that body. So she hits the man with a flash step really quick. As this little squabble's going on, he hit that girl with an edgy 8 trigram stance. And there was nothing she could do about it either. But no, the way he hit that and then with the leg sweep and everything, knocked the air out of her. But see, I knew this episode started getting out of hand. This went from just a fight on campus to like a kidnapping. But I mean, that was just typical Rudeus. So I didn't think anything new of it, especially with how people were like hyping up the episode in terms of how it's gonna start this big old controversy on the internet. I really wasn't thinking anything of it still. And then he takes care of the other girl easily, uses mudslide, whatever. And then I blink my eyes and then they're in body bags. I'm thinking he's gonna punish them in some way. I don't think this is the way you do it though. But then he takes them back to the place and the candle's lit. I'm looking at the way he's looking down on them and I'm like, okay, maybe this is about to get criminal. And then he starts talking about his situation, his ED, and I'm like, okay, he better not like go crazy here because this is a bad look. It's moments like this why people are going to ridicule the show. He went straight for a grab. I understand in the context of the story in terms of what he's dealing with. I get why the show is showing it. It's not the best scene. And I'm at least glad the shit stopped there. I really thought he was gonna go fucking farther with it. I did. I was kind of scared. I was like, I don't even think I could talk about this. I don't even think I could talk about this shit on the internet. I mean, redo of Healer was a thing, I guess. But no, he explains to them the predicament about how he worships the goddess and how they disrespected his religion. And we see that he's made a whole ass shrine for Roxy's underwear. And he has them even start chanting her name and shit. And then the next day he straight up tells Fitz, he's like, yeah, no, me and Zenobia, we captured those 2 girls. And I violated one of them just because I had something that I was testing, but it wasn't in like an explicit way that you're thinking though. I'm thinking Sylphie's gonna like be upset about this, A, since she already has a crush on him, and B, since, you know, that's not like a good act, you know, but she's just like, you didn't mean it like that? Oh, okay. That's straight. That's fine. And he's like, yeah, no, I didn't mean it like that, but I'm actually gonna need your help, Fitz, because I'm gonna need a punishment that's gonna leave me satisfied, not leave them holding a grudge, but that will teach them a lesson as well. Do you got anything? And I think it's just because it's Rudeus and she's blinded by love now. See, this is what love does to you, and that's why you gotta really stay grounded and think. She has all these emotions pouring back in. So Rudeus could have been like, Fitz, I'm gonna be honest with you, I don't like these girls at all, and I'm trying to eradicate them from this planet and their whole race. I need your help. She would be like, all right. She would have been on board. But she agrees to help him, and then they come back. See, and this is where this episode gets a little tricky. I'm like, this is not good. Like, I'm really like getting flashbacks to Redo with like the shit, him coming back and them still being tied up. Didn't even let them go to the bathroom, eat nothing. It's like, and that's how you know the whole system's corrupted, because again, who's running this school? Criminals? Who's the warden? After they get untied, he dries their clothing, whatever. The main character of the two, she's like, listen, I'm down to do anything. I'm just not trying to make babies. We're gonna have to date and then marry, and then we could like fornicate, you know? And it's like, it's weird. It's weird the way that they're viewing it, and also how Sylphie's viewing the shit. It's like everyone's talking like this is normal. It's odd. It really is. Sylphie gives them their little punishment. They go out. Now, they did this shit for the 3rd time, and it's gonna be once an episode at this point. And if it doesn't happen this season, I'm dropping the show. I don't care. I'm dropping the show because this time we're getting intimate with it. Rudeus is sitting on the bed, and he's damn near about to pounce on Fitz. I know you want to see what's under my glasses. Do you want to see? I'll take them off. And then she's in the motion of doing it. I'm thinking this is the fucking moment. I'm thinking this is Rey Mysterio unmasked right now. Like this is a monumental event, and I hope, because this season, I mean, the world building in the show is good, and again, it's like with instances like episode 6 and then the slave girl, and like episode 7 with this little situation with Rudeus, like, and the way he handled it. I don't think it was the correct way to go about things. I hope it's something where it's like he sits down, reflects about it, because they do that sometimes. Like, he'll sit down, reflect, and be like, damn, like the way I went about that was kind of off, you know, because it did seem slightly out of character for him. but I think it's because of his current situation. Like, if his willy was working properly as it's intended to, and as he, like, I don't think he would have went about that in the way he did, because I know there are going to be people who like can't really see past, who compare it to like how shit goes on in real life, but then like we air shit like Game of Thrones, you know. And I'm pretty sure I'm not an avid Game of Thrones watcher, but like I'm pretty sure Game of Thrones had like some similar concepts in terms of like this criminal activity and shit like that. And I don't know if it's different because it's live action, I don't know, and maybe I'm ignorant with the Game of Thrones shit, someone correct me in the comments, but I'm just going off of like shit that I've heard, and like they've been like, oh, this scene happened with like Daenerys, or like this scene happened with like this other character. But I don't know. That's the video. I'm gonna have my ratings on the screen for each of the episodes I did this video. I mean, just waiting on Shibuya at this point. Listen, the Oshinoko shit's a meme at this point, because I don't know when that's coming out. I'm trying. I may even re-record it, because I recorded the audio for that so many weeks ago, and it's like I feel like I just won't have that. I don't know, a couple different things going on, and obviously I want to get some gaming out as well, and a couple other videos. So without further ado, on to the next one, and yeah, that's it.